You're watching Around Town with Henry Dormann.
Around Town is sponsored by Chemung Canal Trust Company. They're really nice people. Trust is their middle name. Service is their motto. And I like them a lot, and that's why I bank there. If you ever come by to look me up, I'll be in the vault. Safe place. I am in Pennsylvania, in Wellsboro, at a nature trail. And I'm wearing my hat because I'm with a VIP here who is a Pennsylvania State Ranger. And I always thought rangers had these fancy hats that they wore, and I was going to wear mine to show off. And you don't even have one. What happened to it?
I don't. It's
well, wait a minute. What's your name? Tim?
Tim Morey.
Tim Morey.
Yeah.
And what is your official title?
My official title is a natural resource specialist, but that doesn't tell you a whole lot about
You must
it.
get
Ranger's fine.
You must get a lot of money for a title like that.
No, we don't do this for the money. This is what we do it for, right out here.
But you look like you're having a lot of fun, so I assume you're true in that you have sincere eyes.
Thank you. Yes.
It's okay.
I like
Now,
what I do.
What is it that you do, and why are we here, and what is it that would make people come here and want to make use of nature? Are you open in the wintertime as well as the summer? Wait a minute. And how do you find out more information? Is there a website, a telephone number, and what should somebody do to be successful out here?
Well,
Now the rest of the time is up to you.
where do I start? I think you ask a wonderful question. Is it open year-round? That's a great question. It is. It's open year-round. You can come here. There's no entrance fees or anything like that. You can find out more information online. There's a number of websites for that, or do an internet search and you can find probably some private sites as well that talk about the area. We can talk about the seasons as we go through. Winter's probably the quietest time here. Very few people come, but it's so quiet, so beautiful. You can come cross-country ski. You can just take a walk or a snowshoe down through the canyon here on the rails to trails, which is, as we can see behind us, very flat.
What is rails to trails?
The rails to trails, they used to be active rail lines. They were abandoned by the railways a number of years ago, depending on where they are in Pennsylvania. And we've reclaimed them and reused them as hiking and biking paths. And the Pine Creek Trail is the official title of this trail that's behind us that we're on here. And it's one of the most popular trails anywhere. It's
Is
62
this expensive?
miles.
Expensive?
Expensive. There's an investment to put the trail in, but
No, I mean, do people come to you have to pay to walk it?
no, it's free,
free.
open to the public.
I have another question. Forgive me for this, but I have to sway off the official questions for a minute. We're sitting out here on a beautiful sunny day. I mean, it really is lovely. And I've got all these little zitsy flies flying all over me, but I've got a hat, so it doesn't matter. But they don't fly around you. Why?
I probably just, I'm not as sweet. I'm not as sweet.
Where do I get into these things? Well, tell me more. Website?
Wellsboropa.com is the Chamber's website, and you can find a bit of information there, or places to stay, things to do, and whatnot in the area. And they can point you to the other websites and our agency site as well.
And people walk winter, summer, all year round, and you're here all the time.
Well, I'm not right here all the time.
No, but I mean, so one of you is around here watching things.
We do have staff that's available year-round in different locations. There's thousands and thousands of acres of state forest land and state park lands in the area. I'm actually typically myself, since you asked about me first, I'm actually working at the state parks on the rims. And we have a couple different key overlook parks. They're called Leonard Harrison and Colton Point State Parks. And they're just about 4 miles south of us here on the trail from where we're sitting right now. So, and this is the most popular access. It's called Darling Run. And so about 4 miles in, you can get to where these parks are, and you can look up on the rim and you can wave to the folks that are up there looking down on you that drove there to the overlook. And you're down here hiking or biking typically in the canyon.
It really is a beautiful, beautiful place. I wonder how you keep maintaining it. What an expense this must be.
Well, we're a state-run organization, DCNR, it's the Department of Conservation and Natural Resources, and I mentioned forests and parks. We're a couple different bureaus within that. So we do rely on the support there within that to operate this, and we also have
another thing the taxes paid for.
We are funded, yes,
Yeah.
funded through state government. We also though have a number of not-for-profits that are very much engaged in the local community, caring for the waterways, caring for the forest lands, and really keeping an eye out to make things, keep things the way they are and even improve. I mean, this area over 100 years ago was all deforested and cut over and logged.
Really?
And it's come back wonderfully and marvelously. And it was partly because of that logging that the state was able to acquire so many acres for really pennies on the dollar.
That's an interesting story. What are you going to be? I was going to say, what are you going to be when you grow up? But where do you go from here?
As far as myself,
Yes.
as far as I'm concerned,
As far as the state ranger is
I
concerned.
love it here. Why would I go anywhere else? Really?
Yeah, well.
Really. And I didn't even get into one of the other things this time of year. I'd be remiss if I wasn't talking about the river. I mean, it's Pine Creek. It's Pine Creek Trail. It's named for the waterway. And I didn't even say anything about it. So just a stone's throw away from where we're seated, Pine Creek flows by, and it's one of the most scenic rivers anywhere.
This way or this way?
It flows to the south.
So
from
we
the
have
north
to go
the
this
south.
way to get on it.
Correct.
Can you ride on it in a canoe or anything?
It's canoeable. It's one of the most scenic canoeing rivers anywhere we have. At
I
least
like
in
that phrase,
Pennsylvania.
it's canoeable.
It's canoeable. Yeah. Kayaking, of course, is very popular these days, and rafting. There's a number of rafting companies locally that you can take a float trip with. So even if you're not comfortable going it yourself, you can do that.
Is there a place where you can rent these things?
Yes.
Right there. Where is that, just down the road here?
Yep, just up the road from where we are.
So if we want to tell somebody where to go, what do we tell them?
Chamber's website, wellsboropa.com. They can connect them with the local outfitters.
You have it all there. You can connect you with local outfitters. That's expensive. You got to pay for that, though, right?
I wouldn't say expensive.
No. I have the feeling that nothing here is really expensive. It's very, very easy for people who love nature to take advantage of it without really a lot of money being paid, even to rent a kayak.
That's a great point. So you can spend a little bit of money, rent a boat, rent a bike. You can get a shuttle back to your car, to where you started, or you can just come out with a pair of hiking boots and enjoy nature.
Ask for Tim. He knows the place. He knows everything. And he's here night, day, winter, summer, and spring, and in between. And he's got a great smile. Do you have a big family?
I do. Wife and 3 children.
Do they all hike? They follow you and follow the torch?
Usually.
Really?
I'm following them sometimes now, too.
Well, you look like you're having such a wonderful time. Nice guy. They have such nice people in Wellsboro. Come by. They know where to get you. And if you're not here, they'll call the governor.
Thank you so much for coming and
Thank you
talking with
very
us
much.
today.
Thank you very much. I'm going to stay a while because it's just beautiful. I may even have a little sandwich and picnic here. Great place. You have picnic places too, right?
Absolutely.
Everything. We'll see you.
Around Town with Henry Dormann will return in a moment.
Guess what? I have some news for you. There's free food right there, junk food. You see that truck? Oh, jeez. It's a 2 Michelin star chef. All for free, ladies and gentlemen. All for free.
Here we have a panzanella with summer vegetables and pesto. Enjoy. How we doing?
So what do you got going on underneath that plate there?
This food is really about to be thrown away.
Yeah.
Is there something wrong with this food?
Where did you get it from?
From farmers markets. They put aside the ugly vegetables and the ugly fruits.
Carrot top, soft avocados. It was all food that was going to be discarded.
Even the drink you had is made from like a little bruised peach. Did it taste a little bruised?
It's good.
The average person throws away 24 pounds of food a month.
That's a lot.
Isn't that a lot? Go visit savethefood.com for more information. Thank you. Junk food time!
Local news is important because it highlights what's going on in the community, whether it's small businesses or certain events that really bring the community together. National news, while it may affect us, isn't as important as local news is to the community. For me, it's pretty special because this actually is home. I grew up in the Elmira area. I went to an Elmira school. I went to college in Pennsylvania, not very far from here, so to be able to come back and report in my own area, it's truly amazing. This is home.
Life, it never stops moving, getting from here to there, managing long hours at work, juggling a busy home. You need a bank that keeps up. That's Chemung Canal Trust Company. Bank online, bank with our mobile app, deposit a check with your smartphone, Open an account at Chemung Canal and bank with us anywhere, anytime. Chemung Canal Trust Company, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Okay, so we drowned the fire.
Yep.
Stirred it. Drowned it again. And now just feel if it's cold.
Yeah.
Cool.
Smokey just gave me a bear hug.
I know. I already posted it.
We now return to Around Town with Henry Dormann.
There are a small group of people that really know everything and are involved in running everything in the public good. And one of them is this ugly-looking fellow, Mike Krusen, who is the deputy, you're still the deputy county executive of Chemung County.
That's correct.
But you've got another job too.
I do. Actually, I'm president of Southern Tier Economic Growth. We're actually in those offices today. I continue to serve as a part-time deputy to County Executive Santulli. And part of the staff role of president of Southern Tier Economic Growth is to serve as the executive director of the Chemung County Industrial Development Agency as well.
Which brings in jobs, businesses, etc.
Yes, the purpose of STEG, it's a private nonprofit. STEG is the Southern Tier Economic Growth.
I know that.
It's much easier to say that. So the purpose of STEG, it legally serves as a private nonprofit, but it really operates as a public-private partnership. We represent about 120 businesses in all of the municipalities in Chemung County, and the purpose of STEG is to retain and create jobs, to look for new businesses to come to the community, and to promote those enterprises that are currently going on in our community. And we've had good success over the last 12 months and have some good things coming up.
I can't help but say that I've always been an admirer of Tom Santulli and of you and how you've worked together for how many years?
I have been in some form or fashion working with Tom since 1987. I was a deputy city manager when Tom was on city council. Then I moved to the county in 1990, and Tom became the deputy county executive in 1991 when Tom Tranter was elected, and served in that role until 2000 when he became county exec, and I became his deputy at that point.
But what's happened between then and now, if you look just at the area surrounding the airport, the other areas in the state and in the county, that you have filled up with new buildings, new jobs. This is, I mean, I can't believe the rumors that I hear that Tom Santulli is not going to run again and that you're going to run for county executive.
Well, Mr. Santulli...
Because you've both been so successful at what you're doing. Why would you give up a fun job like that where everybody loves you? Well, and in politics, this is not easy.
Well, this is not easy either. Economic development, sometimes it feels like one step forward and two steps back. You know, upstate New York has its challenges, and I've enjoyed very much my partnership with Tom since 1987. I think for a small upstate county, we really have set the pace in so many different ways, from shared services to fighting the Medicaid battles to get that unfunded mandate capped. That's been an enormous amount of savings to our county. But I've enjoyed the relationship with Tom very much. If Tom chooses not to run next year, I hope he does. Quite frankly, I've told him I'd like nothing more than to be his deputy until the end of my career as well. But if Tom chooses not to run, I'll certainly contemplate and make that decision. We've got good things going on in our community. We've got the Upstate Revitalization Initiative, that $500 million that our 8 counties are now sharing to promote economic development. We have a good downtown revitalization plan, which we've been funded at $10 million, and that we'll have some shovels in the ground hopefully very soon here, and people will start to feel a little bit better about our downtown. We're looking to promote anywhere from 300 to 450 upper story apartments in the downtown area. We think there's a need for that, market rate apartments. So, those things in combination we think really can change the dynamics of downtown. Part of that URI also included what we call the I-Innovation, I-86 Innovation route, and you've mentioned that, and there's a lot going on around the airport. We have a $58 million expansion that's happening at the airport. We were, again, one of the winners of upstate airport competition. So we've done very well with those competitions, and you'll see a new airport come October of 18. We're going to have substantial completion. So you really will see a 21st century airport of tomorrow. Our airport has about 50% of the enplanements in our entire region. We think by this expansion that'll even add to the attractiveness of both business and leisure travelers.
But you don't get money from the state and from the federal government unless you know what you're doing and apply the right way, which you have done really beyond anything that other counties in the area have done.
Yeah, again,
and you haven't got a wrinkle.
Well, it's been a strong, well, yeah, it's been a strong partnership. Tom and I, the county legislature, our municipalities. You know, we work very well with all our towns and villages. We have great partnerships with our business community. So, you know, it really is a team effort. Again, it's very difficult. And not just upstate New York, New York in general. I mean, when we do those kind of business studies, you know, we don't finish at the top in terms of attractiveness. So, you know, the governor's doing, you know, his part to drive some money into this community to try to make upstate New York more attractive. And I think we're doing our part too. And I think we've been innovative. I think we've been creative. You know, we've fought the good fights, and we've done some good things. And I think we're driving the community forward in a positive direction.
Tell me a couple of secrets. Sure, he says he doesn't even know what the question is yet.
Well, that's right. Well, I'll do my best.
You must, in a public service role, have some unbelievable frustrations that would give you wrinkles and gray hair, but you've solved them. What are they, and how have you done it?
Yeah, I think it's persistence. It's a commitment to wanting to improve the quality of life in our community. You know, it's not taking no for an answer. I mean, government is a naturally bureaucratic process. You know, economic development is a naturally bureaucratic process. You're bringing a lot of players to the table. You're trying to move forward much faster than any of those systems will allow you to. You know, I say things that should take days take weeks, weeks take months, months take years. So you have to be persistent. You have to stay after it. You have to be committed to the mission, which is to, again, improve the quality of life, create high, you know, paying jobs. You know, have a place that people want to work, people want to raise their families and live. And this is a wonderful area. You know, it's so ironic that the highest compliments we get about this area oftentimes are people who come here who don't live here. So that's something that we have to work very hard on too, is to know we have a lot to offer, to know we have a lot to put out there that others find very attractive, whether it's our, you know, beautiful hills and our historic buildings, you know, our beautiful lakes that are very close, our low cost of living. Those are all very, very important things to be a draw to this area. And keeping young people here is always a challenge. You know, we actually have a daughter that's moving back from Florida to go to work for one of the Fortune 250 companies in the area. So I know you'll know who that is, but she's very excited about that. So we'll have two of our three young children, my goodness, they're young adults now, back here in the community. And we encourage others to you know, have those conversations with their young adults as well, and let them know what a wonderful you know, area to raise a family.
There was a comedian who said the other day on television that his parents had just turned 65 years old and they're moving to Florida because that's the law.
Right. That's right. That's right. Absolutely.
Now there's one thing that you and Tom Santulli have in common, which I suppose make you work well together. You both are, first, the gift of gab.
Right.
You explain things very well. You sound so sincere, and I think you are. But you're both such nice people to be with and nice people to do business with, and nice to interview.
Well, thank you, Henry. I appreciate that very much. And again, I just can't compliment enough my relationship with Tom. And, you know, there's a public persona for these jobs, and then there's a private conversation you have with people. And I will tell you, behind the scenes, Tom has been loyal to the mission of trying to make this a better community since the day I met him. You know, the ironic nature of the county executive's office is there is a political process to run and be elected, but I know this also, that the day after that, we seldom, if ever, talk about politics in the office, because it really is about trying to drive this community to a better place.
I thank you very much.
Well, I thank you very much.
You're not even announced yet, and I want to congratulate you on, if you do run, and on the great success you will have if you win.
Well, I appreciate that very much, and if we get to that point, I look forward to it.
Who knows what things we start here? See, now you heard it here first. We'll see you soon.
Around Town with Henry Dormann will return in a moment. WENY News is dedicated to news in our community with an award-winning news team focused on stories that impact the Twin Tiers. Awarded by the New York Associated Press for Best News Series, Best Investigative Reporting, Best Enterprise Reporting, Best Spot News, Best Public Service, Best Documentary, Best Sports Coverage, Best Use of Photography, Best Weathercast, Best Feature, Best Reporter Anchor, and Grand Prize, Outstanding News Operation. For award-winning and complete news coverage that matters to you, turn to WENY News.
Can we get strawberries? Okay.
Life, it never stops moving. Getting from here to there. Managing long hours at work. Juggling a busy home. You need a bank that keeps up. That's Chemung Canal Trust Company. Bank online. Bank with our mobile app. Deposit a check with your smartphone. Open an account at Chemung Canal and bank with us anywhere, anytime. Chemung Canal Trust Company. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Your Marine Corps' way of life is to defend the American way of life. Every day, no matter where we serve, we take a stand for our nation, for each other, for us all. The few, the proud, the Marines.
WENY News, the only local station with a full-time Washington, D.C. bureau, watching out for you.
This is home. This is the place. We break it out. Hey, yeah. This is home.
We now return to Around Town with Henry Dormann.
This beautiful lady is somebody you need to meet, Karen Cromer, and she is the executive director of the Clemens Center in Elmira. She knows everything. And they've got shows coming up, live shows on the stage. A couple of years ago, we did an interview here, and I sat on the stage, which was, the spotlight was terrific. Today we can't do that because they're setting up for the magicians, and nobody can go backstage because we might find out the secrets of the magic show, right?
Exactly.
Tell me, you got a whole list here.
Oh, I do have a list.
Tell me now, we're going to need a couple of weeks to prepare all this and edit it and so forth. So tell us enough time ahead of time so that we'll be able to tell people how to get tickets and who do they call, how do they find you, what's the website, telephone number,
You go to
address. Everybody knows the address, right?
ClemensCenter.org is the best way to get information. and get some video on some of these performances, or go to our box office in person, or you can call them on the phone at 734-8191.
I told you knew everything. Do tickets run a normal, regular rate for each show, or are they different for each show?
They're different for each show. So again, check the website. We offer a variety of different levels to make it affordable for everybody. And it's certainly wonderful to have all that great entertainment here in Elmira. Don't have to go anywhere else. It all comes to you, and it's easy parking and a quick trip home.
Do you have to charge more when you have to pay more for certain troops?
Yes.
You do?
Yep.
That's why the price differs.
That's why. So Broadway's always a little bit more because it's such an extravaganza. And then a choral group like Common Time is a free concert. We've got some summer programming to look forward to. We'll have some...
You're very good.
Yes.
You're looking forward to everything. You've got this going and that going.
Yep, yep. We're going to be involved in the Street Painting Festival this year, so we'll have some special performances here during that festival in early July.
What kind, if someone is painting the streets, which is an annual event, what kind of performance can you have that ties in with that? There's no sound involved.
Well, we'll have in Mandeville Hall, which is the small black box theater, we've got a gentleman that tells stories while he's painting someone's face and has them animate their face while he's telling the story.
Can I do that?
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
can?
That would be a lot of fun.
Can you paint my face?
You could paint your face.
Look what you've got to look forward to. Well, that'll be fun.
It'll be a lot of
in
fun.
Technicolor?
Yes.
Phosphorescence?
It'll be beautiful.
When can we do this?
This is July 8th and 9th during the Street Painting Festival.
Do I come here for this?
Come here for that.
Come here for this. You'll never believe it.
Lots of entertainment this summer.
What else? Are you finished yet?
No,
there's more.
We're going through the month of July.
Oh, that's all.
Sure,
We have more.
We've got all kinds of stuff going on.
Tell us more.
We've got a chamber music festival. We've got...
What orchestra?
Not sure what they're going to do. It's going to be a trio, I think.
Oh.
But chamber music. And then we've got one of the Endless Mountain events. They're going to use our Mandeville Hall again to do one of their performances. So it's great to have them coming here to Elmira for a change.
You're very pro Elmira.
Yes.
Everybody, it seems, is having a feeling of resurgence, that more and more things are happening. Do you feel that too?
I feel that too, and I've been a part of the DRI, the Downtown Revitalization Initiative, so we're very excited. They've concentrated on the arts because we do offer an awful lot of economic opportunity for folks, so we're very excited about that.
Now, she comes from Indianapolis. What do you find here that's more interesting than India? I don't want to put you on the spot, you know, that rivals, let's say, Indianapolis, because that's really a much bigger city.
It is a bigger city, very much a buzz, but there's just as much going on here in Elmira. There's plenty of arts and activities that take place here. I very much enjoyed other museums and the soaring aspects that they don't have that in Indianapolis. So it's a beautiful country here, and we've really felt welcomed and enjoyed our time here.
Is there anything else that people should know about the rest of the schedule for the rest of the summer and the fall?
Well, it's very important to get on our e-newsletter, so as things come up, we can let you know right away so that you don't miss out on anything.
And how do they get on there?
Go to our website, clemenscenter.org.
She's such a nice lady.
Thank you.
Anything else you want to say?
I want everybody to come out and enjoy the arts because we're going to be open as much as we can.
I think you have a wonderful, not only place, but a wonderful spirit.
Thank you.
It just is, and you're really professional with these stage shows. It's as if it was on Broadway.
Exactly.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I did that just for effect. But it was fun. See you soon.
You're watching WENY HD.